Who are you?
Who are you?
Who is coming today?
Who is coming today?
Who has my book?
Who has my book?
Who lives here?
Who lives here?
Who speaks German?
Who speaks German?
What is that?
What is that?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What do you like to eat?
What do you like to eat?
What does that cost?
What does that cost?
What did you say?
What did you say?
Where do you live?
Where do you live?
Where is the bank?
Where is the bank?
Where did you park?
Where did you park?
Where does he work?
Where does he work?
Where are we meeting?
Where are we meeting?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are we driving to?
Where are we driving to?
Where are you traveling to?
Where are you traveling to?
Where is the dog running to?
Where is the dog running to?
Where did you take the money?
Where did you take the money?
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from?
Where did you get the book from?
Where did you get the book from?
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Where do you get these ideas from?
Where do you get these ideas from?
Where does this information come from?
Where does this information come from?
When are you coming?
When are you coming?
When does the movie start?
When does the movie start?
When do you have time?
When do you have time?
When is the exam?
When is the exam?
When does the plane fly?
When does the plane fly?
What is your name?
What is your name?
How are you?
How are you?
How do you do that?
How do you do that?
How old are you?
How old are you?
How does the food taste?
How does the food taste?
How much does that cost?
How much does that cost?
How much money do you have?
How much money do you have?
What time is it?
What time is it?
How much does that weigh?
How much does that weigh?
How much time do you need?
How much time do you need?
How many people are coming?
How many people are coming?
How many books do you have?
How many books do you have?
How many languages do you speak?
How many languages do you speak?
How many days are you staying?
How many days are you staying?
How many hours do you work?
How many hours do you work?
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
Why aren't you coming?
Why aren't you coming?
Why are you learning German?
Why are you learning German?
Why are you late?
Why are you late?
Why aren't you eating?
Why aren't you eating?
Which book are you reading?
Which book are you reading?
Which color do you like?
Which color do you like?
Which movie do you like?
Which movie do you like?
Which language do you speak?
Which language do you speak?
Which car is yours?
Which car is yours?
Which movie do you like?
Which movie do you like?
Which color do you like?
Which color do you like?
Which book are you reading?
Which book are you reading?
Why aren't you eating?
Why aren't you eating?
Why are you late?
Why are you late?
Why are you learning German?
Why are you learning German?
Why aren't you coming?
Why aren't you coming?
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
How many hours do you work?
How many hours do you work?
How many days are you staying?
How many days are you staying?
How many languages do you speak?
How many languages do you speak?
How many books do you have?
How many books do you have?
How many people are coming?
How many people are coming?
How much time do you need?
How much time do you need?
How much does that weigh?
How much does that weigh?
What time is it?
What time is it?
How much money do you have?
How much money do you have?
How much does that cost?
How much does that cost?
How does the food taste?
How does the food taste?
How old are you?
How old are you?
How do you do that?
How do you do that?
How are you?
How are you?
What is your name?
What is your name?
When does the plane fly?
When does the plane fly?
When is the exam?
When is the exam?
When do you have time?
When do you have time?
When does the movie start?
When does the movie start?
When are you coming?
When are you coming?
Where does this information come from?
Where does this information come from?
Where do you get these ideas from?
Where do you get these ideas from?
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Where did you get the book from?
Where did you get the book from?
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from?
Where did you take the money?
Where did you take the money?
Where is the dog running to?
Where is the dog running to?
Where are you traveling to?
Where are you traveling to?
Where are we driving to?
Where are we driving to?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are we meeting?
Where are we meeting?
Where does he work?
Where does he work?
Where did you park?
Where did you park?
Where is the bank?
Where is the bank?
Where do you live?
Where do you live?
What did you say?
What did you say?
What does that cost?
What does that cost?
What do you like to eat?
What do you like to eat?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What is that?
What is that?
Who speaks German?
Who speaks German?
Who lives here?
Who lives here?
Who has my book?
Who has my book?
Who is coming today?
Who is coming today?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Which language do you speak?
Which language do you speak?
Which car is yours?
Which car is yours?